What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another edition of On the Road to Victory. I am your host, Jimmy Smith, and I hope you're all having yourselves a fantastic day. I was literally laughing at myself before I even started that music because I almost went live without starting it, and then I somehow just turned it off halfway. That's what kind of hump day we're having here today. So, been a long one, boiling out there in the sun, then some rain to end it off. But what a day. But I appreciate each and every one of you taking the time here today because, well, we've got the first day of media availability for the OTAs 2024 season. Now, we know they started the other day. We know things are going on where it's the off-season training activities. That's what it is, man. You're just seeing people, getting put in certain positions, testing some things out, trying to give yourself some answers to a lot of the questions you have, see if maybe you want to add some pieces in certain places. So some things are going to, go down, and you're going to see all kinds of chaos out there. The media, I've already seen it. And, obviously I told you I'll be working late these days. So I'm going to gather as much as I can, as quick as I can, and repeat it back to you. But I saw it. I saw they were trying to, get you guys all riled up. James Bradbury's been traded, everything, like all that. Like, it's just always like, why don't you just report what's going on? Like, whatever. There was a lot of people that weren't there. But apparently we're just talking about one. I don't know. It's crazy. But I'm all about breaking this bad boy down because, well, it's sicko season. So that means you sickos who love your birds, want to know everything that's going on. That's what we're here for. So I brought some pictures, some of the notes throughout the media, all the people posting, got everything I could. We're going to talk about it. Love to hear your thoughts, any questions, anything you got on your mind. Let's talk some effing birds here. So jump over to the comments here. We got Nina starting us off. Let's effing go. That's what I like to see. And I'd love to hear some good news too. Now, it's OTAs, so you got to take it all with a grain of salt. And I'm just excited. Football, seeing these guys in pads, it gets me ready to run through a wall. I'm not going to lie to you. Let's have it go. But yeah, I'm pumped up about this team. You guys have heard me since, sicko season began. I have talked about, sour taste in our mouths from last year, but I think we're going to use it. And I think that's from the top to the bottom. Not just the team being pissed off when they're playing on Sundays, but talking about management, what they were going to do, how he was going to do in free agency, the draft. And they've added so much talent, and seeing them on the field today, getting to hear a bunch of stuff, really, really getting me excited here. So let's jump into this. And before I show you any of the stuff from today, this chair is so annoying. So you can see here, obviously today, the 22nd, and then tomorrow they'll be practicing again. Then they'll come back on the 28th. And they'll finish up with the 30th and 31st practice. Then you'll have your mandatory mini camp coming up. And these OTAs, they are voluntary. You don't have to be there. So whatever stuff the media is trying to get people riled up with, you don't have to. I would be there if I were young, especially. But some veterans got certain things going on or injuries. So let them paint their narratives. But look, again, I'll be breaking down everything I possibly can here, throughout the next couple months, trying to get people on board with the notion that the Eagles are about to win this Super Bowl. So let's even go. And starting us off here, we got a little picture from before practice. You got Howie, Vic Fangio. You see people getting really riled up about Vic Fangio being here. A lot of people that don't understand how his defense works, and a lot of players that were offended. He wanted to win rather than, give them stats. Look, I love that. I actually want to win. I don't want to be, the fanciest team with the coolest stats. I want to win games. So we've talked about him extensively, him being a leader, someone that will help these players become more disciplined. And I think that's what we needed, especially on the defensive side of the ball. So you know how I feel. You just saw I did the second video. If you missed it, go check it out. But Vic Fangio's defense here, what he's going to bring to the table, I'm very excited about it. So go check that out. But let's talk about these good old OTAs. And here's a little picture, all the guys getting pumped up. Let's go. Just seeing that midnight green gets me ready to run through a wall. And seeing CJ Gardner-Johnson back, fantastic. Now, these are obviously going to be horrible graphics, as you can tell off the bat. It's just been a long day for me, and I just don't have time to put a picture with every single note you're about to see here. So just a forewarning, threw these all together as fast as I possibly could. You see Johnny Wilson, some of the other younger receivers, and then A.J. Brown to the left there. Getting pumped up here, man, just even looking at these picks. And then QB1 sitting there with QB4 and Will Greer here to help these guys learn the system. We talk about a coach on the field. So all about that, pumped up. But let's take a look and we'll go through the notes as I was able to find and retweet them. So then I just went back, screenshotted them, slapped them on here, and well, we're going to find out. So Eli Ricks walking off. Now, haven't heard, but whatever's going on, just like with the cap, the draft, roster, defense, offense, anything, I will keep you up to date with everything I can find on that. So as soon as we get some news, I'll let you know there. But give me some time. It took me time just to put this together when I got home. I'm running on fumes here. But you could see up next, and I just went by the time they were posted, so it might be all over the place. But first team defense, 7-on-7. You had Rodgers and Slay there at starting corner. Now, James Bradbury was not there. And, I think the rookies, they'll be slowly implemented in. And then you see Nakobe Dean. He was off to the side today, but you had Bond replacing him with White as the starting linebackers. Then up next, you could see Paris Campbell getting some first team work, and Devontae Smith was not there, and Anais Smith still coming back from his injury. So he'll be good to go. But today, Nada and Paris Campbell were able to get some run and talked about it. I think Paris Campbell definitely makes his team, and I think so definitely now the Devontae Parker's gone, but they could still look to add to this roster. We've talked about some of those back pieces, and I'm excited for them. But you can see the rookies here. You got Mitchell with the second team, and then you've also got DeJean there with the second team as the nickel guy. Now, again, it's OTAs. Let them, do their work and get these guys all ready and see what we can, come up with. And I think that obviously it's a very bright future for both these kids, but you're going to see people freaking out. I knew he wasn't starting. It's like, dog, it is OTAs for the love of God. But very pumped up about these young guys and can't wait to see. They had DeJean moving all over the place. We talked about that. Very pumped up. His versatility is going to, man, this is the weapon Vic Fangio needed in that secondary, and I'm excited about it. But you can see, man, he was getting reps at outside corner, safety, and that's something we've talked about. The fact that he can help you all over, wherever he wants to settle in, man, go right ahead. But he is a weapon you can use all over. Let's effing go. But here is a list of people that were not there. Bradbury, Lane Johnson, Devontae Smith, Josh Sweat, and Kaylee Ringo. Also, Jake Elliott and CJ Azomo. So I don't think Jake Elliott was traded. I know a lot of people are saying, all these guys are not there because whatever reasons they want to make up. But, to me, the only one that sticks out is really Kaylee Ringo, where it's like, all right, dude, I don't know what's going on. Maybe there's something personal. I'm not going to sit here and tell you, hey, yeah, this is bad. No, I have no idea. I'm just saying I would have liked to have seen him there. But, hey, again, maybe something's going on. So, hey, best of luck to him, and we shall see. But the veterans make sense, man. Maybe they've got, other responsibilities, things going on. Is what it is. And we talked about some of the other guys that were off to the side, with that being Nakobe Dean and Sidney Brown and Anais Smith, guys like that. Now, you heard Bond and White. Up next was Van Sumeren and Burks. And then lastly, Trotter and Brandon Smith. So we talked about it, Brandon Smith. Guys like, he and Terrell Lewis, you could use off ball and at edge. So getting work. And that's what I like to see. Then you see Covey and DeJean were the ones returning the punts. Love it. Smith will be back, and he will be getting his shot there too. But we talked about it. Lots of depth at both returner positions, and that gets me pretty pumped up. Then you see Avonte Maddox. What did we talk about during that Vic Fangio show? I showed you all different kinds of variations, of the structures you'll see and the schemes we'll be running. And I talked about, Avonte Maddox as that, maybe he's the third safety in certain situations. Maybe, all the kinds of things you can do with these versatile pieces. So this is exactly what I'm talking about with guys like DeJean and Maddox and all the stuff we've been mentioning over and over again. These guys, versatility is the name of the game. Let's effing go. Now, up next, White, good in coverage, pass breakup on Hurts to Barkley. So looking like Devin White wants to get back to all-pro form in the first OTA, right? Dude, I'm just joking because obviously people like to run away with it. But look, that's a great sign. You want them to be doing well. You don't want to see injuries and guys, having struggles. So great sign there. But this was hilarious to me. So I wanted to bring this with. This just goes to show that it would be such a great help for people, if they understood how this defense worked. But you see right here, getting, oh no, they're running the defense exactly like they have for 4 years now. Oh, why are guys dropping into coverage that drop into coverage? Well, spoiler alert, it's because they drop into coverage. And yeah, they're going to do that 2-3 times a game. That's just kind of how the defense works. If they'd like to learn, you can always tag me. I will help them. I will show them like Vic Fangio. We got to get the media on board with how stuff works, man. We got to get them pumped up so they're not whining, crying, sending all the content creators after the Eagles players next year. Let's not do that this year, man. Let's get all you guys on board with me and the sickos. We want to see you guys rooting for the Eagles, even when we're losing. We want to see you actually being a fan, man. Let's do that this year. I keep seeing all these posts from people about we got to be real fans. We got to stop calling out players. And it's all the people that call out the players and always turn on, the Eagles. And it's like, well, hey, man, why don't you, pin your tweet you're making, getting your 1,000 likes. And let's remember that next time you're tagging Jalen Hurts, telling him he sucks. He can't, all those people, man. It's like, we're with, we've been here waiting for you guys. Love to see you jumping on board now because we're about to win the Super Bowl. So, of course, they're the biggest Eagles fans ever. Just remember that if there's any struggles when the season starts, please, we don't want to hear it. We know you don't understand what's going on. We don't care. So jump on board now before this train leaves the station. But I found it just truly hilarious that they were going with that narrative already. Oh, my God, they're dropping in go. What's Vic Fangio doing? Oh, it's how it works. Learn you some. All right. So, sorry, let's go over this. OTA practice is over. A couple things. Lots of motion. Oh, weird. It's almost as if Kellen Moore was going to bring that. Well, that's what we try to teach him. Now, I like Chris. Don't get me wrong. Chris Franklin's the man. But, that's something we talked about we should expect. Now, Paris Campbell, we talked about him fitting what, Sirianni's looking for. Isaiah Rodgers, very excited about him. I know a lot of people say he can't play outside. He has played only outside in the NFL. He can play inside. But again, learning how things work or what positions people actually play would go a long way. A.J. Brown used all over the field. There's another one. Yes, he is interchangeable, just like Devontae Smith. These guys can play outside, inside. That is something we do with them since they've been here. Now, up next, you can see that Nakobe Dean stretching. We talked about it, easing him back. This is not, where you want to throw guys into the fire and, get them hurt. So get healthy. We'll see you back. Let's hope you continue developing. Slay talked about his role. This is obviously after practice here, teaching rookie cornerbacks to be pros. Says he likes both Quinyon and DeJean. Says both are very talented. Yes, they are. And Slay, we're going to need you. That, veteran presence helping them. That's huge. Slay said he got his knee cleaned out this offseason. Feels like he's 25 again. Y'all better be ready. We are ready. Again, please don't turn on him, his wife, attack him like so many did last year. Let's just try to stay with our team here and support them no matter what. I'm seeing a lot of people that are big fans again now. Let's just keep that in mind here when things might go south. And look, we talked about it. New coordinators, new things getting implemented with new players. Things, may start off a little rocky. Again, I still think they're going to win those rocky games, but let's not, first incomplete pass. We got to trade Hurts. Oh, my God. The rookie guy dropped an interception. Well, I knew how he sucks. Remember Justin Jefferson? I actually saw someone make a Jefferson and DK Metcalf post, and I thought, these guys are down bad, man. Like, they're that scared. They're bringing up shit from 5-6 years ago. Like, all right, dog, I'd be scared too. So, you see, talking about Bradbury, he's in good spirits. I don't think he's on this team this year. And I've heard people, you're not allowed to get rid of people once you pay them. So he has to be starting here. I'm just going to let you know that's not how that works for those of you who are commenting like that. No, we drafted young guys to actually replace him. So I think that happens sooner rather than later. But yeah, he's just not there. And I think he understands what's coming. So why hurt yourself when you could probably be traded. But again, I don't know if anyone's going to give up a bag of Dorito chips for him, but maybe you just have to let him go and wait till after June 1st. Keep trying to get that message across to everyone. I don't understand why Bradbury's still here. Well, understanding the cap would go a long way, but hey, what do I know? I'm only the only guy that tells all of these media people that you're seeing how it works, but one day they're going to listen. Anyways, you see Tyler Steen says he feels a lot further along mentally, physically. That's what we'd like to hear. We know we got a battle going down there. We got Keegan. We got Hennessy going to town with Steen here. Let's go, baby. May the best man win. But talked about how beneficial playing beside Cam Jurgens has been for him and cites how crucial he is to everyone in the room. And look, dude, Cam Jurgens is going to have to be the new Jason Kelce. So let's go, baby. And whoever wants to win that right guard spot, I feel comfortable being next to Cam Jurgens. So love to hear him saying that. And I'm pumped up about Steen, man, but I also like Keegan. And, having a veteran like Hennessy pushing him, I love that. Turn around the question asked to him then, Tyler Steen, about whether the right guard job is his to lose. And he said, it is his job to earn. Now, that's the kind of mindset I like to hear about. That's what I like to see from him because he does have to go out and earn it. And I'm all about it, baby. Let's effing go. Now, a couple left here, and I'll jump over to the comments. But Jalen Carter on Vic Fangio. I love Vic. Old school, good to talk to. So, a badass football player like Jalen Carter, that is someone who likes a guy like Vic Fangio. If you like football, if you've ever played it, you like hitting somebody, you like a good defense. This is why we've loved the idea of this for the last few years with the Eagles. But now we've got the Godfather himself. And you hear, former, Dolphins players, they are like whining like middle school children. They're so upset that he's gone. And they were so mad that he was trying to win them games and, not just putting them out there to try to get interceptions and sacks for their, to get bigger contracts. And I love that they're offended about that because I want them to be like that. I want to be a Super Bowl champion. That's what I want my team to do. Not, get stats and win award. Like I want to win the Super Bowl. So old school, man. He's going to be on your ass. He's going to teach you some, when we talked about it, he's going to teach you how the game is played. He's going to teach you his system, but he's also going to teach you discipline. And he's going to help you grow as a man. He's a good teacher, man. And I'm excited about it. And I think it's going to be a blessing for all of these young defensive players we're talking about. So let's go. But that's my dog right there. Then they got to talk to Saquon Barkley. It's fun. It's a fresh start. Feel like a rookie again. Said he's feeling like it's home. He's learning the culture, buying into it. And I'm bought in. I cannot believe we still have Saquon Barkley. Holy, let's go. Ready to run through some walls, ladies and gentlemen. But last one I got here for you, Saquon Barkley said it's been great working with Jalen Hurts. I feel like a rookie again. And he made some other comments about, he and, Hurts and Goddard, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith all on the field. Like, imagine what a defense is going to be looking at. And let them keep sleeping, dog. I'm telling you, this team is going to win that Super Bowl. I'll keep repeating it until everyone else is. And let them keep hating. We'll keep educating because I honestly feel very excited about this. And I hope you guys do too. Now, that's all I've got from today. Love to hear your thoughts on this. Going to jump over to the comments and then going to have to get rolling here in a few minutes. Dude, it has been such a long, I'm running on fumes. Phillies were just winning, so I'm pumped up. I'm like trying to do like 64 things all at once, and life is just evading me. But good evening to you, Kachi's mom. Let's rock and roll here, ladies and gentlemen. Any questions, anything like that, whatever you got, wheel out my heart. Yeah. No, I love when they work. So look, we're going to have to teach the media how football works this year. They're going to be upset about a lot of stuff. They're throwing passes, they're dropping in coverage. I don't understand it. And it's like, we know they don't understand it, and we don't care. Like, let's go. And yeah, they're from all over the world, man. They're not Eagles fans. They're weirdos, dude. And they don't know anything about football, as I prove every year, because, I work late hours, man. I'm sorry that I can't give them this free information and they can't just copy it and paste it to everybody. But I got to work, man. I'd love to get paid to talk football, but they get offended that I know way too much more than any of them. So that's not to offend anyone. I'm not trying to upset you if you, love giving HJs to the media people. That is not what I'm here to do, upset you. I am here to let you know there's actually someone who knows how this stuff works. So you don't have to be lied to all the time and upset. It's just no reason, man. So this year, as they try it, I'm going to continue destroying them, and I'm going to do my best to get to whatever I can this summer with my man. Hopefully hang out with, maybe I'll actually get to hang out with Jason Kelsey the entire practice instead of just 5 minutes, because that was really cool and made me feel like a little kid again. Like I was just like, oh my God. Well, everyone's getting his autograph and it's just like, hey, how are you? Nice to meet you. Yeah, well, like, I'm trying to play cool, surrounded by giants. Lane Johnson, I'm like, oh, hey, my Lotta is like the biggest mother effer I've ever seen. And then you got Jordan Davis, who's pretty damn close to that. Just wow. John knows how it works. He knows fans. So yeah, exactly. That's what I try to teach you guys. It's called, clickbait. And I understand people love that stuff, but it's just insane to me that they get away with that so much with people. They just get so caught up. And let's go. Tiffany, appreciate you tuning in. You sicko. Hope you're having a great night. My man Tate in here. We're getting this party started. played last year. Bradbury gets passed. Well, no, he was pretty bad, even with, the system pretty horrible, but got a loaded room there. So if he's here, hey, best of luck to him. But yeah, I think a lot of this young talent's going to be hard to justify keeping a veteran who struggled so mightily over young guys that have such bright futures. Enough with JJ and it. Yeah, it's pretty sad to see them still crying about it. But hey, yes, that was what that first post about Eli Ricks getting hurt was about. So yeah, and like I said then, I will update you on anything if it's serious. But yeah, I was ready to run through a wall. Just, dude, every time I was able to look at my phone, dude, I had to drive all over the place. And every time we'd get out, I have to do something like physical for like 20 minutes. And then it'd be like back on the road. It was just so weird, just up and down and back and forth. And it was a nice break from the last couple of days because woo. But I mean, I still got beat up pretty good. I feel like I got burned a little bit, definitely a little crispy looking. But oh, what a day, what a day. I was just getting so excited about it. Love seeing that Steen was talking to the media. I didn't get to watch those myself yet, but Carter, Barkley, I got to see some of the clips they posted, but I haven't been able to watch the whole damn thing. But you guys know how I feel about Steen. Very excited to see him and Keegan battling it out. Let's go. Old Coot. I like old boots as my coach. Shows he expects the best. Oh, yeah, man. You guys know exactly how I feel about him. Devin White was so no doubt. Whoever they're picking is the wrong choice. For the media, yeah, usually is. Pretty far off from anything that's actually happening. Well, I've got a lot more wins than that, but hey, man, whatever you guys want to say for your predictions, I'm all about it. All I need you saying is follow me on this. The Eagles are winning the Super Bowl. That's all I want to see, people. And we talk about it. That was our mission for this sicko season. A few months ago when I said it, I told you, I mean this, and I told you, write this down, record it, whatever you got to do, come back to it. The fact of the matter is we've got so much cap space, so many draft picks that we're about to build something special, about to go win the Super Bowl, and let's go build, that D word, it's coming. Let's go build that dynasty. Let's go. Let's go. You got the pieces. Let's effing go. So, okay. Football questions here. I got to roll out here, guys. I see things you couldn't do. Yeah, and the things he was doing out there, he was definitely horrible. We all saw that. Ooh. But hey, man, best of luck, whatever happens with him. My grandma used to say it. All right, hold on here. You guys are getting a little. No, it's all good. Let's see if we had another song. What are you saying? You see here? Hold on. Now hold on. Let me try to scroll up and see what you're saying. I'm not sure. Yeah, added a lot of linebackers. But yeah, I definitely think, that's probably not one of the positions I would have to add, once you got all those good ones. But let's go Birds. Congrats again to you, little G. And Super Bowl, here we go, man. Hey, no doubt, man. Hope to hear you jumping on board with me soon, my friend. And hope to see you soon. And my prediction is probably by week 2, maybe 3 or 4, you'll have everybody repeating it because, you'll have new coordinators. You'll have some things struggling, but I promise you, most people are going to be, I knew from, I've been saying it. I love that, dude. And we're going to get them, dude. We're going to get them good. I promise you. People are going to lock in. They're going to be the biggest fans ever, and you're going to see it. I promise you, dude. I promise it's coming. Just strap in, stay patient. So, no doubt. There's someone spamming. I think little G's. No, man, that's not it. I just think, he's here to have a good time. And hey, he always very supportive. Little G is always in here. And I'm very appreciative of you, little G. And at first, I thought, oh, what's going on? But hey, man, sometimes we just got to be understanding, right? And little G, I'm here for you, man. I know you went through some things not long ago, and now you've got some great news here. So that's fantastic, man. I hope you're doing well. And we're here for you regardless. And I appreciate you always tuning in and commenting. But let's try to use those heads a little bit out there, guys. And yes, I did see you talking about that. Or did you have any football questions about it? Because that's not really something I'm very interested in. But he just doesn't speak it. Yeah, I just think, it's all good. But it's all good because little G is in here all of the time. Like literally, I'm not sure you've ever missed a post I've made, a show I've made, and that, hey, I can't ask you for anything better. And I always tell you guys, whether you just want to say hello, sometimes that's what somebody needs. We got to be more understanding in this world, man. We're all going through stuff, sometimes more than other. I'm not here to judge or tell you you're going through more than, whatever. Just saying, this is an escape for me. So I want it to be an escape for you. And I get it. And I know you're not trying to be a jerk. I know you're just pointing out. And I, before, have been like, but I had to think a little bit myself, right? And hey, let's be more understanding, more caring, and especially for somebody who's such a diehard coming in here and taking the time to comment, because that stuff helps, man. And getting the good word out there. So little G, I apologize. I thought, at first I was saying I thought you were a woman, and then I was like, oh, and then see, I don't know, and that's why I can't assume. I try to just think of you all as one entity, right? You're just Eagles fans, and to me, that's just a blank slate. It's somebody getting excited, and then when I see like sometimes you guys have pictures, I'm like, oh, that's what they look like. Like, oh, that's crazy. But you have to understand, even looking right now. So we got one picture. It's China, and now Easy. I think you might have a picture, but it kind of looks like a green, like I see a green shirt and then maybe like white. And then I don't know. It's like a white face, maybe. I could never like tell what you guys look like. And I like that, man. I just like, you all are going to get treated equally anyway. But I'm just saying, like, for me, it's like, I don't give a shit, dude. And I hope you guys understand that. Like, and I mean it all the time. And we've been having some great talks at work recently, like just trying to help people open up and, be there for them, because, man, sometimes people really are going through stuff, and just a quick hello or stopping into the show, whatever, might really go a long way for them. So, and I'm not trying to preach to you guys. I'm just saying, like, man, I've been to hell and back, and I just want to see people be happy. It's so sad to see, people going through stuff. And I want you guys to know this is an escape for me, and I want you to let it be an escape for you too, right? So, little G, we love you, dude, and congrats again on being an uncle. But he sure is. And what was the prediction there, little G? 14-3. I love it. I had us at 16. I know I sound like a psycho, but look, I know injuries happen. Divisional games. I explained it when I broke down, and maybe I'll change it. And I told you I was tinkering on 15-60, but dog, I think we could go 17-0 and I know I'll be a homer. But, dude, I'll break down every effing game for you, and I'll tell you why we should be able to beat every single one of those teams. I will. And when we do it, we'll get pumped up together. We'll run through some walls, and then we'll watch our team win the effing Super Bowl. Let's go. Let's do it, baby. Let's go. Thought that was a football. Yeah. Oh, I love you guys. And I know you lost. You guys lost Hassan Reddick and China. I know that's going to upset you, but I know you guys got to find new. And look, this is a team full of very attractive young men. So I understand you guys are going to get excited and losing your mind, and you got some GQs out here, man. I get it. I do. But sorry, I don't have much expertise in that area. I do apologize for you. But you're here, you're fast. Yeah. Dang, I love it. I love that, dude. I really do. When you're here, your family. And it's the truth, dude. You guys are. And like, there's times where we're going to disagree about stuff. Awesome. We're going to, agree about a lot of things. Awesome. Whatever it is, who cares? We're family. And obviously we see some of the trolls and people take it too far with the death threats toward me because I teach them how the cap works for free and all that stuff. But that's not what this channel's for, man. Who cares about those people? It's about you, the sicko that's watching right now. And that's what I'm all about. You guys get me so excited. Like, I work all damn day. I, spend time with the family when I come home, and then it's like, oh, putting together this show. And it's like, dude, you guys, I tell you all the time, because you literally are an extension of my family. And like, my family knows. They're like, oh, all right, see you in a little bit. Like, you're going to go do your show and hang out, and it's awesome, dude. You guys are truly awesome. Like most people, they're going out, going to bars or going to, I'm here. This is my hangout session. You guys are my friends. I don't have any friends now, but look, honestly, when I almost died, I lost most people. So I have very few. That's why I created this. And that's why I was looking for some real diehards, some real sickos. And well, I found you. So let's effing go. But I love it, man. Brought a good smile to my face there. I love it. But body like my profile picture. Yeah, no doubt. Dank, I can't tell what you are now. It looks like a giant, like a massive, like, roar, but he's like got Wolverine's head maybe, or an eagle. Wings back there. I can see Tiffany's. That's plain as day, baby. Koch's mom, I'm not sure. Is that a 30? Am I looking at a 30 with a design on top? I think so. Lil, my man. See, I can see Lil's beautiful face because, well, he's got a giant ass picture on there. That's what I'm talking about. And Lil, if you're just tuning in, I was talking about how I can't see anybody, but I can see you, man. And you definitely are, man. You guys have seen me to hell and back. And some of you obviously just found me, but a lot of you guys have been here since like what, I make videos from the hospital. I've made them, dude, I'm a psycho. So you guys have seriously helped me at times where I feel like, dude, I got nothing left. Like I'm just, this chronic disease is going to take me. And then I talk to you guys and I'm like, let's go. And I want to run through effing walls. And that's the kind of energy I'm looking for. So you sickos, I love you. I really do. But, oh yeah. And the harp on it, bro, but get out of here with it. Cause I don't care. You know who my guy was, Dank, during the free agency period. And that was Bryce Huff. And last year I talked about why we should trade for him. And that's why he was my number one target in free agency, because of the fact that, well, he's going to terrorize souls. So, yeah, son, love you. You're 30 years old, though. We just got ourselves a young man at 25 who's going to grow into something probably even more special. So just throwing it out there. But, my man, Lil, I do appreciate you. Sorry you just got thrown in there. Like, what the about your picture there? But I appreciate you, my dude. Hope you are doing well. And, hey, better late than never. And, dude, we're just recapping the things that the media posted. It sucks during this stuff because they've been doing it for 3 days. This is the first day those guys were allowed to be there. They take a couple pictures, talk some shit about people, make stuff up, and it's like, why aren't you watching all like the undrafted kid? Like, why can't you tell me about Gabe Hall? Why are you not out there telling me about what Will Shipley's doing? Like, damn it. James Bradbury's 64 reporters. James Bradbury's not here. It's like, can you give me the list of everyone that's not there? Or like, you've got a narrative to push, so nobody's going to get real effing news today. Oh, cool, dude. That's awesome. And then they talk about the same like 3 players, and then they all post what the other person posts. And it's like, dude, can somebody just hire someone that loves football, wants to learn shit, and wants to literally spread all that they learn to everyone else for free, who just wants people to be excited about the Eagles? Like, what if don't you think that would be awesome if they paid someone to do that rather than just always wrong, making shit up? Oh, like, to me, that would be awesome. I think it would be awesome. But hey, my man, Big Jim, tuning in from Phoenix, Arizona. And you guys were telling me last night, I was checking out Vietnam. I'm checking out, Micronesia. I'm like, what the? This is awesome that you guys are tuning in from all over the world. I love it. Big Jim, my man. Oh, I feel like I was in Phoenix today, burning my ass off. I'm red. Yeah, I got beat up today, but I appreciate you, my man. Hope you are doing well. Oh, still at work. That's tough. Got home a couple hours ago. But I was watching some films, eating, trying to spend time with the family, and just trying to put some of this together. And it was like, I don't know how I'm doing this, dude, because again, last night, 3.5 hours of sleep. So getting up at 5 o'clock is getting like today. It was like, yeah, like making these damn late night videos. Then I'm all amped up. That's what you guys do to me. And then I get done here and I'm like, let's have it go. And I'm like, wait, what am I doing here, man? And I'm like sitting here making effing videos about punters and like, and I'm like, wait, it's 3 a.m. Why am I talking about punters to myself? I'm a sicko, man. I'm a real sicko, but you guys are sickos too. You're at work, you're in lockers, you're on roofs, you're tuning in from across the globe. I don't know if anyone's in a locker or on the roof. My mind kind of goes off, but I love it, dude. And I appreciate you tuning in. Gotcha's mom, I'm calling you Cam. I can't do it anymore. It just throws me off saying that. It sounds so weird. Like Gotcha's mom. Like, well, I hope Gotcha's doing well. And I hope you are well also. But look, and don't ever take offense, any of you, if I give you nicknames or say something shorter or have no idea what I'm saying. Correct me if you would like, or prefer something. Not here to upset you in any way, shape, or form. There's an NFL teams as mythical monsters. Oh, that's awesome. So it is like a beast hawk type, well, beast eagle, I guess it would be. But yeah, looks pretty cool. OM sign. See, I don't know what that is. But I thought maybe it was a symbol just because. Okay, that's not a 0. It's not closed off, but yeah, I don't know what that. I apologize. I don't know what that is. But guys, I am going to get rolling out here. I've now gone 15 minutes past when I said to, but skip tomorrow. We're going to show up at the practice. So yeah, I wish I could take off, dude. Hey, you know what, guys? But here's the thing. I was trying to tell my source, like, hey, man, if you could give me like a little bit of an advance, real busy this summer, but just kind of trying to like, like, which ones are you taking me to? So last year, we all know, fractured my ankle, wasn't able to go. I was really happy about that, if we all remember. But look, man, I'll be back in action. I'll do what I can. And look, this is my whole point. If I start getting paid to do that, then I don't have to be, slaving away in basements here. Like, I literally am like running on fuel. Like, you should see, I'm like dripping sweat. Like, this is not good for my health, but I don't care. I'm not like out there whining, like, oh, I can't do this. I'm just saying, like, I would love to have a job where I don't have to physically beat the living hell out of myself. But that is the system we live in. And unfortunately, that's just what I got to do. But we're going to keep building so we can have that luxury one day of being able to go to all these practices. Literally, that being my job. Drive around, but like actually give real, like not just drive around, go to Starbucks, like wear fancy clothes and make posts to my gelled hair. Like, that's not what I plan to do as an Eagles. And I don't want to just be a reporter. I want to be all of their jobs in one. So like, obviously I can do the job of like 50 people as shown by the show, but like, I want to do that at a large scale, dude. Imagine if they gave me the tools they use, all the information they have, dog, it's game over at that point. Like, it is. So yeah, man, if you guys help me, you keep help building this mountain, and you have been. You guys share stuff, you freaking like it, you comment all the time. That's awesome to me, man. I can't thank you enough. And I told you, I'll never forget you. And I hope you don't go anywhere because, well, you're coming with me. So let's build this bad boy. Let's get the good news out there. Again, I apologize yesterday. Everybody in the media had to wait so long for me to give that cap information. There's free knowledge in there. If they ever want to just listen, understand how it works, shut up. Oh, I got to fix this arm. It's loose. Anyways, free info for them anytime they want to learn how it works. And then maybe I could skip work, Tiffany. And I know you're joking. And I'd love to, man. I'd love to be at every single one of them, because then someone would be giving you guys Remember when I first started going to these things, man, it was the year we went to the Super Bowl, and that obviously it's OTAs. So, everybody at that point was still trade hurts. Everybody sucks. I hate everybody on the team. And I go there and I'm just making tweets. I'm like, they are lying. Jalen Hurts is out here throwing darts. This defense is awesome, dude. Yeah. Told you we were going to the Super Bowl that day. Got to talk to Howie Roseman, told him, hey, can't wait to be in the Super Bowl this year. Let those haters keep hating. Then we saw a few days later, he saw that fan at the open practice telling him, you're forgiven. And he's like, F you, bro. I'm not forgiven. Like, I'm the man. You're a little shitbird. And now all these little shitbirds are, bending the knee to him. And it's like, I try to help them, dog. They all, they're death threats and making fun of my disease and, all that stuff. It's like, hey, man, if that upsets you that you're stupid and I'm trying to help you and you don't want to listen, I would take that anger you have for yourself and work on it yourself. I would not blame me for the fact that I'm trying to make you smarter. But those people are weird. That's why, like I keep telling you, sickos, like there was at one point, I'm like, I'm not doing this anymore. These people are so stupid and they are so angry all the time. I can't do it. And then you sickos started popping up. I'm like, I knew it. See, I grew up in a real diehard household. Like, my family is from Philly. We actually love our Eagles, even when we suck. So it was weird when I first started this and I had to try to get Eagles fans to root for Nick Foles and tell them why we'd win the Super Bowl. And it's like, man, this sucks. Like, F you, man. I hope you die, man. Eagles are never going to. It's like, okay, man, like, weird. And then they all came back when I was trying to teach them about Howie and then about Jalen Hurts as the only content creator that supported him. It was nuts. Everybody was coming at me. And all those content creators were bringing me on their show, trying to like embarrass me. And I'm like, I don't care what your hundreds and thousands of fans are saying in the comments. Like, I'm trying to teach you who Jalen Hurts is and what you're about to witness. So yeah. And now all of them are like, yeah, I've been the biggest fan ever. And I'm like, well, dude, I remember being on your show and you talking shit nonstop. And I try to help, but welcome aboard. And dog, Big Jim, I think we've talked about this before. I miss those days mightily, man. I was just talking to my pop. Pop, love you. Big shout out to you if you're watching. But we were talking about tailgating. Oh my God, it had to be like 15 years ago. Maybe, whatever, TO, whenever that was, over that. So, Dude, we were tailgating to see TO's first, like OTA practice there at Lehigh, and it was awesome. It was awesome. I yelled. He jumped over. I don't remember who it was, but he made this like one-handed effing catch, dude. And I yelled something, whatever it was, to him, and he just pointed over and like gave me that. And I was like, just a little shitbird, but I was pumped, man. That was my dog, and I couldn't believe we had him. But and yeah. So as I say, great one there, Cam. I think that you guys, if you go to any, I'm gonna definitely try to be there this year. So if you're going, just let me know. Like I say every year, we'll try to do a little meet and greet. When last year sucked, so this year I'm gonna pick a spot. And I want you guys to try to be there, and I'm going to try to be there because you don't have it like a game. Like I don't have the parking pass where I can just be there. It's like first come, first serve. And last time, traffic kicked our ass. We got there late, didn't get to meet Drew, and then Drew ends up like moving a couple weeks later. And I'm telling you, I'm still pissed off to this day about it. So I'm going to get to meet him and the family, and it's going to be great. Hopefully this year, maybe next year. Obviously, he's over in Germany, but the same thing for each and every one of you. If you're there, I want to see you, want to meet you. If I've already met you, I'd love to see you again. We'll toss some pigskin. We'll, roll around in the grass. We'll do whatever your heart desires. We'll have a good time, just like it's a game. That's what we do, man. And get excited for the year to start. So, yeah, I hope you guys are going to be there. I'm going to do my best to get to one, or if there's only one again this year, then I will try to get to that one. Oh, man. Some of the fondest memories, man, going with my dad like that. Those are some awesome times, bro. Like, and that's why I don't understand. So, John, you probably get it. Why my frustration with these fans that it's like, well, I only root for the Eagles when we're winning. And when we're not, I attack all the players and want to fire and cut it. It's like, holy shit, dog. Let me tell you, if you would have grew up when I grew up, you like would never have the new snowflake Eagles fan would have never lasted a day. Like we were bad all the time, and it didn't matter. Like, yeah, we were F you suck. Like we can be pissed off at the team, but there's a difference between being a diehard Eagles fan who's on their team's ass and then being a Cowboys fan who just is a bitch and just is done. So what I do is, since a child, I started learning, let's learn the game on and off the field, and let's break down how we can fix it. And obviously, you all know my story. I took the wrong path in life, man, but I still had all that knowledge and the ability. So on my deathbed, I decided to start doing this, man. But it all comes from a place of passion from those days as a kid, going to Lehigh, then going to the vet, like the fair as a kid, going to the Eagles Carnival. Inside the vet, like the meeting Irving Fryer, dude, just so many things that I can just see in my brain right now, which is insane. Like I can't remember what I ate today, but I can remember 30 plus years ago. Like that's how much the Eagles mean to me, man. And there's so many great stories I have throughout the years where it's just like, that's what we talk about, John, with the whole family thing, man. It's birds forever, man. And it's memories, and just whether they're good or bad, man, we hold on to them. And that's what it's about for me. And I know a lot of you guys are the same, and that's why you're here. You're a true diehard. You're a sicko, man. You've been through hell and back, and some of you are young. Some of you haven't had to endure that. Like, I was lucky in my teenage years because then McNabb and all those guys came around, Westbrook. T.O. then came, because for a while it was Todd Pinkston, James Thrash, and so, but, dude, it's crazy that we won a Super Bowl. Like, the first year I started this, and it was how much hate I got. I just beat death, and all I wanted was people to believe in Nick Foles and this team and show them how we could win. And we do it. And it was just like, I think I'm going to keep doing this, man. Like, I think I really am going to keep doing this. And I think it's obviously I'm passionate about it, but it's like destiny, right? Like the birds are just part of me, man. You cut me open, green's coming out, man. Go effing birds. You know it, my friend. Tito was 20 years ago when I go years as a fan. Thanks. Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. See my brain. I can't remember simple stuff like that, but dude, I remember that moment. I can literally look. I can see how sunny it was that day. See him jumping up in his black shorts, and dude, it was really cool just to see those guys. Man, wild times. 04. Like, think about that, dude. I was 18 years old. 20 years ago. Yep, and that's a fact. That is a fact. I don't make the rules. Those are the only rules I follow, are the Eagles. So, hey, it's just in the blood. And that's what I mean. You guys know what I'm talking about. you're diehards. You know exactly what I'm talking about. So that's what's up, my man. Just celebrated my 38th Eagles anniversary. And, I don't call them birthdays. They're anniversaries for being an Eagles fan. Out the womb, right? That's what it's all about there, Dank. So I bleed green, baby. That's what it is and what it do. So Tiffany, all about it. Roman Gabriel, that's insane. And obviously, I've heard a lot about him from my dad. And dude, as a kid, I was given the Eagles history. Then there was another one I got. Then I had one, for Dom and Chelsea to watch. It's just like, it's going to be passed down. Just like they're going to know, they know exactly who Randall Cunningham are and Brian Dawkins and Jeremiah Trotter and all of these people. Dom obviously wasn't alive for most of these people. And, it's crazy just like how much he's passionate about someone. And it's like, oh, like that's how I was about Reggie White. Like I remember I was like 4, 5, and he was the bee's knees, man. Everybody loved him. That was the guy. Then he was gone. And just like Randall Cunningham, but like I was infatuated with these players. And I remember playing Madden as a child, and I would always take Reggie off of the Packers. I would always go get Cunningham from the Vikings or the Saints or the Cowboys, whatever. And it's just crazy to me that I like loved them so much. And Randall Cunningham was like my first favorite player ever because I remember watching him like that was, oh yeah. And I told Dom when he was watching Jalen Hurts the way he acted, I told him that reminds me of how I was, and let's just hope that Jalen Hurts stays healthy. You guys remember that, right? Like when Jalen Hurts first started, and everybody's like, I hate him. And I was like, dog, I'm telling you, my kid just said that this dude's taking, Wentz's job. And this is obviously hilarious because he's just a little kid and too funny because it happened. But ladies and gentlemen, I got to get going. Jeffrey Lurie didn't put much in it. Oh, yeah. Oh, we won't even go down that road. But that's awesome. Hell yeah. Love that. But guys, I do got to get rolling. I love each and every one of you. Hope you have a great rest of your night. I'm 20 minutes past when I was supposed to be done. Lord, forgive me. Not trying to cut you guys off, but I know you'll keep going. So I got to stop. I got to go. But tomorrow, I've got a really crazy day because I not only have to work all day, I got to run some leads after. And then my boss is going to Alabama. So like, I'm going to have to steer the ship here. So Friday's going to be important. We'll see what happens. I'll try to get some OTA notes and it might just be sloppy like this again. And we'll just shoot the ship. Fan Friday, all your questions, comments, show up then. We'll be live. We'll be tearing it all up. Let's effing go. But that's all I've got for you tonight. If you got anything from this, do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe, share, do all you can. And I appreciate those of you who tuned in. If you just tuned in, I'm not trying to cut you off. I promise you, I love you. I got to get up at 5. I got some things to do. Lord help me. But I hope to see you tomorrow. If not, remember, Fan Friday will be live. All your questions, comments, will be breaking it down. And if I miss a video tomorrow, maybe I'll just open it all up to the public so you guys can get your stuff in. But have a great rest of your night. I truly, truly appreciate each and every one of you sickos, diehards. Maybe you're new to the channel. Cannot thank you enough for taking the time. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully hear from you. I know some of you will comment every once in a blue moon and be like, hey, man, I don't like the comment. I just, like to watch. Just want to let you know. I love hearing from you guys, man. I really do. You don't have to say anything, but it does help me. And I really do want to hear from all of you. I want to hear what your mindset is. Are you with me? Are you, what don't you like? What do you think needs fixed? Let's go, baby. Let's get together and let's talk about how this team can be the Super Bowl champion this season. Let's go. But until next time, I'm Jimmy Smith, and this is On the Road to Victory. You all have yourselves a great rest of your night. Stay safe out there. And as always, say it with me now. Go Birds!